Right, so this is an inspection on a full-size hive. We've taken the super off, put it down there. Then next the queen excluder. As you can see, this is a large colony. Then now, if I'm doing it, I look underneath, but sure it doesn't all, we do things differently. There's no right way and wrong way. There's different ways. So he's cracking all along that side. It's a bit rocky on the stand. These are obviously very propolisy bees. If you're not careful, they're going to come off the stand, aren't they? So, there we are. Just going to level things up a bit again. Oops, a daisy. Now I'll start doing a bit of clearing, hoping that's, yes, it is a light. Give fair warning so he doesn't catch anybody. They can be very persistent. We're 400 or 500 yards from the, well, more than that actually, by the time we'd walked round to get back to it from the truck. So the smoker is having to be nursed. We can't go back and just light it. Stuart always carries a smoker lighter in his. It is a light, it's just not burning as he'd like it. Still, he's done that messy bit. And now, when he puts them back together again, things will not be too... First one out. I was stung on the lip about half an hour ago, and now the entire left-hand side of my face feels like I've got neuralgia. This was entirely my own fault because I had forgotten to do my veil up. And the bees in this apiary, or really the next apiary up, are feeling very ratty today. I don't know why. You might be able to see all the propolis on the side of the frames there. It's a pain really, because you trap bees if you're not careful.
There's a pine tree.
Yes, you get more propolis if there's conifers around, and there's 1, 2, and in fact a woodland of them over there, so they can get plenty of propolis here. They have a ready source. What have you seen so far, Stuart?
Eggs, larvae and seed.
Wonderful. There's a few play cups there, but nothing more. yeah, they're nice and quiet compared to the ones up the other end. Quiet on the frame as well. Weather's not fabulous, but they're getting on with their business, not bothering what we're up to. And that's really what you want in a bee. Not too bracey either. Buckfast bees don't make a lot of brace comb, which makes the hive easier to inspect. See a bit of a waggle dance going on over there. Somebody's telling them where she's been and what she's found. Ah, now that's interesting. We've got some of those very yellow ones again, like we had in the last apiary. So whatever it is, there's not a lot of it, but it's here.
It's those yellow plants over here. Like the buttercuppy ones.
No, buttercup's more, anyway, we get that everywhere. Buttercup's more yellow, not bright orange. I could be wrong. But, I mean, the ones in the last apiary had their pollen baskets full and they were vivid orange. So I really don't know. You'll notice Stuart uses a, well, I don't know what you call the different types of hive tool, but he likes the one with the turned round end, and I like the J one because I think it's easier for getting the frames out, but his is definitely better for cleaning stuff off the bottom and things like that. But
as a proper hive tool.
he says his is a proper hive tool. But because we use two different ones, it's, you know, we can always ask for the other person's. It's noticeable that it's only ever me who asks if I can use his, but I still prefer mine.
There she is. Yeah.
Give us a clue. And I'm going to point at her with me, very buckfasty. Now we've got to be careful putting her back in. Don't want her on the side or the top. There she goes. She's going down. Now we put them back together again. She's a beauty. She's not thinking about swarming at the moment, which is what we want. We'll give them a bit more room. I assume they need another super, do they? And we'll under-super her for room. It's under-supering. Under-supering gives the bees more room instantly. They haven't got to walk up through a crowded super to get to the next super. However, it does mean it's very difficult for us to decide when they need another super, unless you break the hive up all the time, which we don't want to do. It's very hard on the bees if you're taking the supers to bits all the time. So, but at this time of year we're inclined to under super. Slide that one in. Bit of a puff. Are you going to look under that or not? You're happy, happy, happy. So, here comes the half. She's only in the half. We know it's got they're bearding a bit underneath. So. Yeah, so if we're not careful and you put that down like that, you could squash a lot of bees, even though we've cleaned it. Oops. So I'll just knock those few down. That wasn't a queen cell.
No.
Drone brood, yeah. So there we are, lots of bees. That's what we want to see. It's the trouble when you look underneath, you can end up thinking, I better clean this. It should be all right because you cleaned the other side, didn't you?
Yeah.
There we go. Now then, it's the reason we don't like these. These are swine tea brood boxes. They've got this great broad thing here, and you crush a lot of bees when you're putting them back together again. And we do not want to crush bees. Notice Stuart put the half on a with the queen excluder underneath, and then with an eek over that, so that the bees can't get into the super in case the queen was there and she went down and up into the super down that